Hello everyone, this is Little 1999 The Green Kaiju. Today we are doing a live stream. This live stream is about me talking about topics that I really want to talk about. I tried to do something like this before and I kind of guess it failed, so I'm going to revive this and doing something different. And yeah, if you watch this live stream, you can tell there's a lot of some influence from a YouTuber that you may know of. So let's begin our conversation for today. So this is spoilers for the recently released Halloween Kills film. Now, if you haven't seen the movie, go ahead and watch it, because I might spoil the film. The trailer of Halloween Kills was released, I think it was the second trailer. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people, somehow got offended at the fact that Michael Myers, a well-known serial killer, was murdering firemen. Yeah, let that sink in because I legit lost my fucking brain cells to this. So, you're in your logic, you're technically okay with police people, hospital people, or whatever dying, but we should, but the limit is firemen. All right, let's stop there because we're not gonna use firemen being killed. Like, when? How does that fucking work? That's so fucking stupid. And since that didn't work, because again I watched the movie, that scene is still there. So that's a good part on whoever made Halloween. I think it was Universal. I don't fucking know. But since that failed, I don't know who came up with this, but they're like, oh, plan one failed. Time to go to plan two. So their second point of canceling the Halloween Kill movie was to call it homophobic. Because I seen the movie, and spoilers right away, there was a scene where there was like a gay couple in the Myers house, and Michael Myers kills them. Now, their logic is, this is technically the same logic when It Chapter 2 came out. Now, the short story of that whole shit show was people were calling Pennywise homophobic because he ate a gay person. This is the same argument as the fucking firemen's. Oh, Michael Myers or Pennywise can do this and that, but the limit is they can't do this and that. Like, it's a fucking horror film. Killers are gonna do whatever they want because they're fucking killers or creatures or whatever the fuck it is. Like, let them be them. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Alright, so our next topic will be talk about a YouTuber by the name of Peeps. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but you guys should know his icon. So, I recently discovered this guy that I used to listen to when I was a kid. Yeah, this fucker is well known as being a pedophile. Because a YouTuber by the name of Corey came out and state that this YouTuber has been grooming her. And here's some evidence if you guys want to know. This is the world we live in where people are just going to use their fame for their fucking fucked up deeds. I seriously hope that he owns up to it, gets help. That's all. Just all. So everybody should know by now why the comic book industry isn't booming. But for those of you who don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm gonna explain the rundown to it. So nowadays, DC and Marvel decided to make their comic books political. And everyone should know by now that they do not want to read political shit. Like, no one is into that. Well, there's some people who are, but not anyone's going to be into it. And because of that, people stop buying their comic books. And when people, like, call them out on it, saying, hey, we don't want this. We want a good story, good characters, etc. DC and Marvel legit turns at them and do, I think, a Ryan Johnson or whatever the fuck the fucker's name was in that awful ass Star Wars movie, where they technically blame the audience. I'm like, you gotta be fucking pathetic to do some shit like that. But since they attacked the audience, and there was this one video where they said, if you don't like my comic books, don't read them, and people took it seriously. Like, no one wants to read that shit. Like, who the fuck wants to read a political comic book? The funniest thing is, there's some articles out there that claim that these books are amazing and people who hate them are freaking racist, homophobic, and etc. When in reality, no one likes them because the stories are fucking ass. Like, I read this shitty ass book and it was not interesting. The character was an annoying piece of shit and treated so bad to Starfire. Like, she was trying to be a good mother and she's like treating her like a piece of shit. Like, what the fuck? Besides that,
that's that's the story on how the comic book industry is going downhill. But thanks to that downhill, we got people who's getting into manga, which I am glad that people are finding new ways to entertain themselves. And not only this is happening to the comic book industry, it's slowly affecting the movie industry. Like for example, Star Wars, I think it was Awakening or The Last Jedi, where not a lot of people liked it, and like I said, Ryan Johnson or whatever the fuck the guy's name is, blaming on the audience, and the audience decided not to watch any Star Wars film until like The Mandalorian or Bad Batch came out. I heard Bad Batch is a good show, so I might give it a watch soon. And yeah, I can understand these people. Alright, this is where I'm gonna end it off. So before I end the stream, I would like to give a shout out to this YouTuber by the name of EricZilla1999. He is the person who inspired me to make this podcast and wanted to do something like this for a long time, but I couldn't because I didn't know how to make a podcast and shit. So yeah, I would like to thank Eric Zilla for this podcast. So I'm ending the stream now, boys, and I'll see you guys later.